signatures that you have to know about for higher music. So the key signature appears at the start of a piece of music and on every line of the music. It tells us which notes in the music are to be played as sharps or flats. If we look at this music here, for example, looking at the second note, ordinarily we would think that note's an F. But if we look at the key signature, which is here, we can see that it's telling us that every note on that top line, on that F line, is a sharp. And that's why we know this note is an F sharp. Now, even in a different octave, the second note here is still an F sharp. The key signature here tells us that all notes, all Fs are F sharps. All notes which are an F become F sharps, not just the notes in the top line. This note is down here, as you can see, but it's an F sharp because of the key signature. Key signatures have either sharps or flats in them, not both. Naturals could appear in key signatures, but only where a modulation has occurred in the course of a piece of music to cancel out previous sharps or flats. So if we look at this music, for example, we can see that we start off in the key of F. When we come along here, we're going to have a change of key here. That's a modulation or a change of key. And here, you can see that that natural is cancelling out this flat. So it's just to confirm that a change of key is going to happen there. We wouldn't have this at the start of a piece of music. It would only happen in the course of a piece of music where you would see a natural in the key signature. So here's the key signatures you need to know about for higher. First of all, no sharps or flats at all in the key signature, and we're in the key of C major, or just C. Also A minor, so that's sharing. That key signature is shared between two keys, a major key, C, and a minor key, A minor. If you see a key signature with one sharp, we're in the key of G major. If you see a key signature with one flat, we're in the key of F major. F for flat. And that's it. That's the only key signatures you need to know about. So no sharps or flats in the key signature. Could be either C major or A minor. One sharp, we're in the key of G. One flat, we're in the key of F. If we look at this music here, for example, there's a sharp in the key signature. We are in the key of G. And remember that the sharp is around the note F, so any Fs up here become F sharps. There's none. But also any Fs at all become F sharps. When we get to this one here, and this one, they're both F sharps. Key signature tells us that. There's one flat in the key signature. Music's in the key of F. Here's the flat, key of F. As you know, that would tell us that any B note becomes a B flat. As it happens in this music, there aren't any. But if there were any Bs, they would automatically become B flats because of that key signature. Now, you may say to yourself, if there's no sharps or flats and the key can be either C or A minor, how do we tell the difference? We'll look at this music here, for example, there's nothing there. We're in the key of C major, or just C. Again, we'll look at this music here. No sharps or flats. And we're in the key of A minor. Now how can that be? How can it be that we know by looking at this one that we're in A minor, and the other one exactly the same key signature and we're in C major? So it may be that you're actually listening to the music in your higher paper at the same time as you're looking at it. So listening to the music, does it sound as if it's major or minor? Does it sound quite bright and happy? Does it sound a wee bit kind of dull maybe and sad? Does the music start and end on a C? If it does, it's likely to be in C major. Does it use the accidental G sharp in places? If it does, it's likely to be in A minor. So we'll look at this music again. No sharps or flats. It's either C or it's A minor. We can see here it's starting off on a C, maybe that's not telling us much. Look at the end and it's finishing on a C as well. That music, if you could hear it, would sound major, sound quite bright, quite happy. We're putting all these things together and we're deciding that it is indeed in the key of C. We look at this music again, we see no sharps or flats. It's either in the key of C or it's in A minor. Now in this case, we can see that it starts on the note A and it ends on the note A. So we're starting to think, well, this could be A minor, but we're not making a decision yet. If you're listening to this music, it would sound minor. You would be able to tell that it was in a minor key. The big giveaway is that there are accidentals in the music. G sharp, yeah, G sharp. Remember, an accidental is a sharp or a flat that appears in the music, but not in the key signature. So, 3 examples of a G sharp, and these G sharps happen all over the place when the key is A minor. So we're piecing all those things together. Starts and ends on an A. To listen to it, it's a minor tonality. The presence of G sharp accidentals, that leads us to the conclusion that that music is in the key of A minor. So, just to recap, key signature, sharps or flats appear at the beginning of every line of music. If there's no sharps or flats, we're in C major or A minor. There's one sharp, we're in G major. There's one flat, we're in F major.